it's getting a little bit late here on the first day of the Melges 32 Gold Cup in Fort Lauderdale, and I've been trying to get a hold of this guy. He's a very busy man here, but this is Jeff Ecklund, the owner of Star and the organizer of this regatta. Welcome, Jeff, to On the Water Anarchy. How are you?
Thank you.
How's your day out there?
We had some ups and downs, or downs, ups, downs. Tough first race, getting off the line, finding some lanes. Second race, we did very well. We're very fast. And third race, we're struggling a little bit, but probably averaged okay. Yeah, hopefully better tomorrow. Yeah.
What do you think about the conditions and about the competition out there?
Competition's very good. This kind of conditions, favor a lot of the new owners that are getting used to the boat, and it's a little more forgiving. And everybody's going fast. Everybody's been up in the front of the pack and the middle of the pack and back of the pack, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Think we'll get any breeze, any real breeze the rest of the weekend?
I hope so. It doesn't look real good tomorrow. Maybe Sunday, but tomorrow a little iffy. We'd be lucky to be the same as today.
It certainly looked pretty frustrating out there for a lot of people, and boats going from first to last in 2 different races, and really all over the clock. I think you had a 15, didn't you, at one race? Or?
We could have.
Yeah, I think you had a 14 or a 15. Listen, what I really want to know from you is, I want you to explain to me what you guys have going on with the junior sailors from LYC and tomorrow, which is like, take a junior racing on a Melges day.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
We're very lucky we get to sail year-round down here in Fort Lauderdale. So our kids have an opportunity to sail all winter, all summer, and we've got very talented.
Just turn around here for a second.
Very talented group of young Opti sailors. A couple of national champions, current national champions. And unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of club racing down here, big boat racing or club racing. So this is an opportunity for the kids to get on with these great fun boats and keep them excited about sailing. And have a good time and rub elbows with the guys they read about, and hopefully that inspires them to keep sailing and enjoy themselves.
So how many kids will be out tomorrow?
We'll have 20 kids. They'll show up at the dock at 8 in the morning with a lunch and life jacket and sailing gear and ready to go. Yeah.
All right, I'll just shoot this. What it is it's a little motorized powerboat, like a little hydroplane. Oh! Sorry about that, Jeff. This is why we have fun. So we've got 1 kid for each boat.
Yep, 1 kid for each boat.
And what ages?
I think our minimum was 12. And up to 17, but I doubt we have any of the older kids. Did
they have a draw, or was it a lottery, or did you just pick the ones?
We had a criteria, age, experience, members of the yacht club, and then it was an absolute random draw. We had the head judge for the regatta do the draw, so I was hands off, and it'll be good.
Now let me ask you this: on these boats, you got a lot of pros, you got a lot of young sailors. There's very few of these are real family boats or family programs of any kind. Did you get any static from these guys about putting a kid on board?
Not at all. In fact, we've done this for the last 2 years. This will be our 3rd year doing it. And I remember the first year we were short 1 kid. And one of the owners came up to me and was upset that they didn't have a kid on board. And he thought he was being slighted for some reason, but it was an error on our count. We didn't have enough kids at the time. But no, everybody's been very supportive, very, very supportive. It's a great opportunity. It's a right-sized boat for young kids. It doesn't affect the crew weight that much, and the kids will range 20 to 30 pounds difference, and it won't affect these boats' performance very much. Right.
Yeah. And they're working hard too, I'm guessing. I mean, these are sailors, right? So,
absolutely.
So they're gonna be hiking, and probably maybe they'll put them trimming sails at some point.
If you have your camera on, they'll probably be driving the boat out to the race course in between races, and they'll be part of the crew. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. What are some obstacles? This is a loud place, Lauderdale, isn't it? What are some obstacles to doing this kind of thing for other clubs? Because I think it really is something that a lot of classes could easily do. It would seem to be something they could easily do that really would kind of give a little inspiration to that next generation.
I was very fortunate as a young person to sail and grow up in Lake Minnetonka, and I had opportunities like this all the time, and it's part of our culture up there. And I'm trying to bring this as part of a culture of our 32 class and/or at the Lauderdale Yacht Club in South Florida sailing. I don't understand where the barriers are. This is the future of our sailing. Get kids excited about fun, fast boats. Learn from adults. Learn from good sailors, and that's what it's all about. tell you the truth, I don't know where the barriers are.
Okay.
There shouldn't be any barriers.
But it's, I mean, look, it's a huge problem. I mean, you know, it's a huge problem. There are, you know, we don't have a lot of young sailors, and we have to grow them somehow.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, another question. LYC, obviously, you guys are just have some of the best junior sailors in the country. You've had, you know, who come through here in the last 10 years. You got Sarah Lehan, you got Anna Tunnicliffe, you got all these kind of sailors. Who in your current crop do you really think stands out and really is looking at sailing like something that they just really want to do?
Yeah, the Williford boys, Duncan and Chris Williford, U.S. National Opti champion this year. His brother just won the team trials, I believe. So those are twin brothers, and they're both top of the U.S. Opti sailing. Erica Reinecke is two-time Opti girls national champion, 2007, 2008. Those are pretty talented kids, really talented kids. The scary part is the Wilfords are better tennis players than they are sailors. So I hate to lose them to tennis, but great kids, and they'll be out here sailing. We've got a lot of, you know, like I said, we're fortunate to sail year-round down here, and the kids have an opportunity to travel to South America and Europe and get a lot of time on the water. So, yeah.
All right, Jeff. Well, look, I frankly I salute you, and I don't really know you. We sort of cross paths, but you know, I've seen how hard you're working for this regatta, and you know, I feel like not a lot of people would jump through whatever hoops there are, whether they're, you know, perceived issues with insurance or dealing with parental, you know, whatever it is. I don't know that a lot of people do anything like this, especially not in a class that is a Grand Prix class. You know, I mean, this is right now obviously a lot of owners moving in from far 40s, some moving up from 24s, but I mean, this really is at the moment the only sort of anything from you know, the 24 up to the 52. It's the only thing with any vitality at all.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a fun boat. It's affordable right now. The economy. A lot of guys are stepping down to, you know, they're pulling back their reins a little bit. It's a great boat, and it's we're very fortunate to have some owners that see the big picture and like to have fun sailing on the water and get on a sailor's boat, and has the opportunity to bring kids along and show them what it's like. So we're very lucky.
Well, you've also got, you know, something interesting, which is you've got really two programs here that are all or almost all amateur, and then everybody else is pro'd up with almost, you know, with 2 or 3, which is I think your max pros. And yet New Wave, with only Scott Nixon aboard and the rest being all Cat 1s, is doing really well. Yep. While Argo, which is all Cat 1s, is not. What do you think about Corinthians in this class and the future of amateur sailing in this class?
Yeah. Well, Argo sounds like they're having a tough regatta, but usually they're up there. I think they were 5th in the Nationals with an all-amateur crew. I mean, you know, it's tough conditions out there. They had a tough day today, but they could be competitive with the pros. They're good sailors. Marty Coleman on New Wave is always one of our chief competitors for the last 3 years in the class, right from the beginning. He was an early adopter. You know, he's a 3-time All-American, but he's an amateur sailor, and that group is all amateur. They practice in St. Pete, and they put some time in on the Henderson 30 and the same style sailing. They're damn good, real good. They don't need the help of the pros. Guys like me need the help.
So, what about? Do you think that there'll be more Corinthian entries and sort of less pro-heavy boats in the class, or do you think it's going the other way?
I think there's a balance for both. I think that the Corinthians can compete in this class, no question. It's proven, like you said, by the 2 boats, Argo and New Wave. Definitely can compete. It's just a matter of time in the boat and getting the style of sailing. And it's not a scary boat. It's a comfortable boat. It's fun to sail. In the worst case, if you're not doing well in the regatta, you're still going really fast and having a good time out on the water. And that's what it's all about with the sailing. And we're looking to build schedules and include everybody in the class. And the more time you spend on the boat, the better you're going to get at it. So it's true with any boat.
All right, Jeff. Well, I'm running out of time, but thank you for a great interview, and we'll look for you tomorrow. Good luck.
Yep. Thank you.
Great job on putting together a nice regatta.
Great. Thanks, Alan.
Cheers. And we'll leave you with a little bit of this, which I think is just very interesting, especially if you're really big. And this is giving these guys hours of entertainment.